From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, July the 6th, 2018. A mortar shell from Syria landed in the buffer zone near the Syrian border with Israel today, believed to be errant fire spillover from the ongoing civil war in Syria. In response, the IDF targeted the Syrian military post from where the shell was fired. The IDF stressed that it has no desire to become involved in internal fighting in Syria, but reiterated the commitment to honor the 1974 Separation of Forces Agreement, the ceasefire that was agreed to set up a demilitarized zone between Israel and Syria. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will head to Moscow next week to discuss the situation in Syria, among other regional issues, with Russian President Vladimir Putin. This will be the two leaders' second meeting within a month. And staying with the Prime Minister, this Sunday, Netanyahu will convene the committee in charge of the implementation of the Western Wall plan, which involves improvements to the egalitarian section of the wall known as Robinson's Arch. The meeting will be led by Israel's Energy Minister Yuval Steinitz, his first time as chair since taking over from Israel's Culture and Sports Minister Miri Regev. Regev is being replaced on the committee after last month saying that she could not in good conscience oversee a plan which involves men and women praying together at the holy site. More incendiary balloons and kites were sent over the Gaza security fence into southern Israel. At least 5 fires broke out yesterday as a result, including a large blaze near Beit Shemesh in the Jerusalem hills. Firefighting planes were also called in to help battle the fire, and Israeli firefighters evacuated residents of the nearby Moshav Beit Meir as a precaution. IDF spokesperson Brigadier General Ronen Manelis was in Paris this week to present the facts on the ground regarding the situation at the Gaza security fence. Manelis shared a video of French Israelis living near the fence, talking about their day-to-day lives under the threat of rocket attacks and of incendiary devices sent over the fence from Gaza. Manelis also met in Paris with Muslim leader Imam Hassan Khalgoumi. The two spoke of their common battle against terrorism and efforts to promote peace and coexistence. Khalgoumi said he believes the answer to the conflict between Israel and the Palestinians is with peace and dialogue, not with violence, terror, and killing. Israel's security agency, the Shin Bet, said terror attacks in Jerusalem were down last month, referring to documentation of 6 terrorist attacks in Jerusalem in June, which was said to be the lowest figure on record for any given month in at least 3 years. A strong advocate for Israel was gunned down this week at his workplace in South Africa. On Tuesday, unidentified gunmen shot and killed 67-year-old Sergio Kowinski at his place of business in Johannesburg. This according to the South African Jewish Report. Kowinski was the chairman of the Likud South Africa Jewish Group, and it is unclear whether his murder had anything to do with his strong support of Israel. Well, a wristwatch belonging to a legendary Israeli spy was returned to his family. Eli Cohen was executed in Syria in May of 1965 after being caught several months before. He is credited with providing information to Israel that saved countless Israeli lives and greatly contributed to Israel's victory in the Six-Day War. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office revealed yesterday that a special Mossad operation recently brought back the watch, which was given to Cohen's family at the annual ceremony held in his memory several weeks ago. The watch will be on display at Mossad headquarters until September, when his family will receive it back. The watch was said to have been retrieved from, quote, an enemy state. Cohen's daughter, Sophie Ben-Dor, told a local radio station that the watch had been put on sale online and that a Mossad agent traveled to Syria to buy it there after authenticating it. She said, "It's the first and the only thing we have of my father from after he was caught. It's very moving." His wife, Nadia, said, too, the return of the watch was very emotional. and she expressed her ongoing hope that her husband's remains, still being held by Syria, also are returned to Israel. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, July the 6th. Live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by music from Voice of the Turtle. At 8 o'clock, we hear from celebrity chefs at the 92nd Street Y. At 9, it's the film The Law, the powerful story of Simone Weil, who survived Auschwitz to become a champion of women's rights in post-war France. At 10:30, it's Musica with Israeli singer Ninette. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 5:30, it's a look at this week's Torah portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, July the 6th, 2018. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.